What if you found a spider in your room, you try to dispose of it, and then without you realizing it, the spider you substitute, and that spider is now still in your house. Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today, we're going to be using the Phalanx team once again with Dragapult, Togekiss, Excadrill, Phalanx, Rotamo, and Araquanid. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend checking it out, because Substitute Araquanid did actually put in some work. But otherwise, yeah, let's get started and play some games. So, the common question for today's video is going to be, obviously Christmas is coming up. How are you going to be spending the holidays? Whether you spend it with Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whatever you celebrate. Let me know in the comments down below which holiday you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate a holiday, just let me know how your day is going. What are you preparing for, especially with the new year coming up? We got Delta with a 5,000 rating. A Sun team, okay. The NDD, Leafeon, Torkoal, Ninetales, Dragapult, and Corviknight. My opponent really likes the Sun. I will go Dragapult here. It's a good lead against my opponent. Bring Togekiss for sure. Phalanx, yep. And Excadrill, I want to say. It's either Excadrill or Rotom. I don't mind bringing Rotom because the Corviknight could be a really annoying Pokemon. I think I will bring it. I'd rather deal with the Corviknight than the rest of my opponent's team, because having a reliable answer to Corviknight I think is pretty big. Because I feel like it's very likely my opponent brings Corviknight. I don't have the best answers to it other than the Rotom. And of course the policy boosted Togekiss. So yeah, I think it's worth bringing Rotom to deal with it. Even though probably Excadrill is better overall against my opponent's team, having that option just to deal with the Corviknight is super huge to deal with. So let's see how this is going to go. Not sure how this matchup's going to be. But yeah, I mean, Phalanx can definitely put in the work. I could definitely get up a no retreat. We'll see what my opponent decides to lead. NDD Torkoal. Okay. That's a very interesting passive lead. Is it a male or female NDD? Female has Follow Me, male has Trick Room, if I'm correct. So let's see what gender the NDD is, because we do have to pay attention to that nature or that gender, as well as the drought setup from the Torkoal. It is going to be a female, so it is going to be Follow Me. I can set up the light screen right away, and I definitely don't want to take too much damage here immediately with my Togekiss, so I think I will just Airstream up and get the speed advantage right away. If NDD wants to go for Follow Me, that's fine. I guess like maybe I should have Airstreamed the NDD slot. The only reason I'm thinking of like Airstreaming the NDD slot is probably more optimal is because like if the NDD has Heal Pulse, but I'm also worried about Helping Hand Eruption coming out, so there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. So let's see. It's just Follow Me though. So my opponent's just going to go for the simple Follow Me Eruption, it looks like. Not too big of a deal. Maybe it has Yawn. Torkoal could be carrying Yawn, but I kind of doubt it on this team. But Yawn has been something staple on a lot of teams recently because of the fact that you can force switch outs, which is really useful against Dynamax Pokemon. Airstream does a lot. Please don't be Citrus. If you're not Citrus, we're Golden here. If it is, that's kind of annoying. Okay, nice. Here comes the Eruption. I'm just gonna Shadow Ball here, or should I Reflect? Yeah, I might as well set up a Reflect actually, and Airstream the Torkoal once again, because NDD probably gonna go for a Follow Me, or maybe a Protect here, trying to catch me targeting down the NDD slot, and then maybe trying to activate a 50% berry, but that's fine. It just follows me again. We get both screens up, which is really good. And we're going to be at +2 speed with our Dragapult. So we outspeed any Pokemon that my opponent could have in the back. We also knock out the NDD slot, which is nice. Of course, we did waste 2 turns of our Dynamax, but I don't think that's too big of a deal here, as this speed advantage is going to be really nice for whatever is going to be in the back. And we're going to see the Eruption once again, so that's fine. It crit my Dragapult. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I can go out into Phalanx here. Should I go Rotom? I think Phalanx is better though. And no retreat. Because I have screens up, so I might as well start going for the no retreat option here. Dragapult's going to come out, which is fine. My opponent's actually kind of threatened by it. Huh. Okay. I'm going to no retreat here. definitely my optimal play here, and I'm definitely going to Airstream the Torkoal slot. Try to negate the damage from the Heat Wave as much as possible. If Dragapult decides to Dynamax here, that's completely fine. Because of the fact that any attack it can really go for, unless it's like Steel Wing for instance, I'll be completely okay with, because of the fact that even if it's Steel Wing, it would activate Policy on my Togekiss regardless. And if you go for like the Dragon or the Ghost one, that just activates Defiant on my Phalanx, so I can get an attack boost. We are going to see the Dragapult Dynamax here, and let's see what my opponent goes for. As my play is always to Airstream, get the speed advantage once again, and no retreat. Ooh, and Max Guard, so that's perfect. My opponent expecting probably the Max Fairy into it, but this is perfect. Again, Airstream off into Torkoal, get a good amount of chip damage. Definitely appreciate that chip. Phalanx is at +2 now, so it can definitely outspeed the Dragapult. And we're going to see the no retreat come out. So here we go. Phalanx is all set up. So maybe that crit did help me, but let's see if Torkoal did anything that could change the swing of this, as it's going to be the Eruption once again. So not doing any damage there with the light screen setup, plus Torkoal being so weakened. Now I don't want to activate a weakness policy on the Dragapult, so I think I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide and Thunder Wave. Yep, best play. I'm not trying to like para-flinch the Dragapult. I just want to make sure I don't activate a weakness policy carelessly here. So yeah, Thunder Wave into the Dragapult, so we do hit it, which is nice. Great. And Rock Slide does connect with both Pokemon, looks like. Yep, awesome. So we knock out the Torkoal, do an okay amount to the Dragapult, and let's see if Dragapult's able to move, which it would be fine if it does. Gonna go for the Max Phantasma into the Togekiss, so we should survive this with the Reflect Up. No, we don't actually. Is that a crit? Defiant. This is the so cool about the Defiant part, is like we can get an attack off based on that. Wow, it wasn't a crit. I did set a Reflect, right? Oh, it's just Life Orb. Okay, that makes sense. I go Rotom here. I wouldn't be surprised if Corviknight's the last Pokemon. Oh, it's Leafeon. So Rotom was actually a terrible choice here, huh? I want to wait out the Dynamax, and I can also stall out the Sun. As long as my opponent doesn't have a setup move with Leafeon, we should be fine. That's like Substitute or something. Yeah, we have screens up. I'm surprised that actually did a lot. Yeah, this is the last turn for Dynamax with the Dragapult, as well as the Sun for the Leafeon. So should be just able to get double protect off. I mean, what are we, +3 attack? Yeah, we're like +3 attack with our Life Orb. Rock Slide should be able to knock out the Dragapult afterward, I think. And if my opponent wants to boost me up even further, I'll gladly take that. So, well, double protect here. Let's see what my opponent's gonna do. Solar Blade gonna come out. Okay, so the Leafeon probably can't really attack the Phalanx unless it has Leaf Blade as well. Max Phantasma into the Rotom. Completely fine. That's going to lower my defense, but Phalanx is at +5, man. Phalanx is at +5. All I need is Phalanx to hit some attacks here, specifically onto the Dragapult, I think. If I had the Dragapult, I'm in a good position. Dragapult also weakened, so it's guaranteed should be in Rock Slide range. Dynamax is going to end for the Dragapult. Terrain, Sun disappears, and the Dragapult does revert back to normal. And yeah, this is looking pretty good. And I will always 100% Rock Slide here, because one, the Dragapult goes for an attempt to protect, has to fight through the paralysis chance. I knock out the Leafeon if I hit the Rock Slide, I think. So yeah, as long as I can hit. Come on, Phalanx. Nice. We hit both. Wow, that did a lot less to Leafeon than I expected, actually. That's +5. But we do not get the Dragapult, which is big. I think Leafeon has pretty good physical defense, actually, so kind of makes sense. Thunderbolt into Leafeon. Almost picks up the knockout. And Solar Blade, which means my opponent actually has to charge. So, yeah, I wonder if that's like Bandit or something. Definitely could be a situation. But now Phalanx gets to clean it up with close combat once again. And a Thunderbolt from the Rotom, and that is going to be a good game. So Phalanx going to clean up the game. We got +5 Phalanx to clean off this game. That crit ended up actually helping us. I could have slowed the game down a little bit more potentially. Maybe with the Dragon Pole instead of Thunder Waving it, but it ended up working out perfectly for us. We were able to get Phalanx into that endgame sweep position, which is what I wanted from the Phalanx, and yeah. Togekiss able to just put on a lot of pressure once we get a speed boost with our Phalanx at +2 with no retreat. The fact is we just are able to outspeed a lot of the more common threats. At +1 we don't really outspeed anything unless we're Jolly, but I think Jolly's just like a huge waste of EVs. Phalanx already doesn't have the best attack in the world. Another Sun team, jeez. Whimsicott, Charizard, Heliolisk, Weezing, Shiftry, and Excadrill. Okay. So I just lead Dragapult plus Togekiss again. It's completely fine. I guess maybe if my opponent leads Excadrill or Whimsicott, it's a little bit interesting here. Yeah, it would just come down to if my opponent led that or not. I'm gonna have Excadrill plus Phalanx in the back, I think. Phalanx can do really well once again if I can boost up. Araquanid is not really that good here because of the Sun, as well as the Heliolisk. And Rotamo is just very bad in this matchup, so these are the 4 I would always bring no matter what. So, yep, this is the time to shine with this team, I think. This is kind of like the main 4 I decided to build this team based off, because I thought Phalanx would be pretty good, because I can set up for late game Phalanx sweeps with this team, and that's exactly what the goal of this team was, to set up Phalanx into a decent spot by either bulking it out with like Light Screen, Reflect, and then able to set up the no retreat, or by gaining speed advantage with Togekiss, using the Airstream next to Phalanx. So yeah, we'll see how my opponent decides to handle this matchup. Really going to come down to what does my opponent really decide to lead here. But I'm pretty okay as long as it's not Togekiss Excadrill. Oh, Shiftry Excadrill. Okay, that's fine. I could Reflect or I could Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is better. Is that Air Balloon? I really want a Will-O-Wisp because I take less damage. But I think I am actually just going to Reflect because I don't want to risk missing. I really don't. I'm going to Airstream right off the bat and Reflect here, because it'll be safe. Because I guarantee live the Excadrill's attack no matter what with the Reflect up. And I'm not risking me with missing Will-O-Wisp turn 1 and then being in such a bad position. Dynamax is going to come out for my opponent. I'm guessing this is the Excadrill, which is completely fine. It'll activate my policy. And yeah, I think we'll be okay. Yep, here comes the Excadrill. And let's see what the Shiftry does. Fake Out doesn't affect Togekiss. You can't affect my Dragapult either. Let's see. What does the Shiftry? What can the Shiftry do? I guess it could like. It lost knockout this generation, I think. It has to go for Throat Chop, I think, for the max damage. And I Reflect up, so it doesn't even matter too much to me. So let's see. Hopefully Reflect, and then I can Wisp the next turn, I think, which would be nice. Shiftry gonna Protect, which is fine. I break a Sash, which is important. I guess technically the best case scenario would have been if I max flared right away, but I wouldn't outspeed the Excadrill if it survives the following turn, so I don't think that's worth it. Steel Spike gonna come out. Wow, we don't take much damage at all, actually. I thought we were taking way more. But Reflect is just crazy, especially with, like... Reflect is just crazy. Screens plus Dynamax is actually insane. Get the policy boost, and here comes the Airstream, so we'll be able to outspeed the Excadrill afterward. And, wow, did we crit? Or is Shiftry just that bad in special defense? No, Shiftry is just that bad in special defense. Okay. So I'm able to knock out the Shiftry there, and wow, that was pretty big turn 1. I don't even know if Phalanx will be able to appear at this rate, because like I think Togekiss is just going to sweep through at this point. We're going to see the Whimsicott come out, which is completely fine here. I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp into the Excadrill slot, and a... Should I Max Guard this time? You're not gonna taunt my Dragapult, I think. Dragon Ball probably doesn't outspeed Excadrill. I think Airstream's just safe. Yeah, Airstream's just safe in general. I want to make sure that I can get the damage off Whimsicott if potential. My opponent's actually going to set up Sunny Day, so setting up whatever's in the back, it looks like, which is completely fine because I'll get the Airstream off into the Whimsicott. I get the Wisp into Excadrill, so it's even less of a threat now. And yeah, this is looking like a pretty prime position to win this game. Airstream going to come out into the Whimsicott, bring it down to a Focus Sash. So Shiftry wasn't a Focus Sash user. I'm guessing it was probably a Life Orb set. Or maybe it's a Charizard. Then what would the Shiftry be? I'm trying to figure it out. Max Quake actually going to come out. It wasn't even the... okay. Into the Dragon Bolt, which is completely fine. I could Shadow Ball Max Flare. I don't think that's exactly worth it here. I think what I'm actually going to do is hard switch my Dragapult out since I don't need Dragapult anymore. I'm going to go hard into Phalanx because I really don't think you Max Quake here. I mean, you could. I want to get the speed boost with Phalanx, I think. Or actually, no. I haven't set up Light Screen, and you're definitely setting up the Charizard on the back. I'm going to Light Screen here, and I'm going to go for a Max Airstream once again into the Whimsicott, so I outspeed the Excadrill and Charizard under Tailwind. We are going to see Tailwind come out. Oh boy, why is the video slowing down immensely? It's like lagging really badly. Light Screen going to come out. Yeah, audio's clipping. Jeez, oh no. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. Dragapult takes the chip, which is fine. Alright, hopefully that's better. I have no clue. I have no clue what's going on. Airstream gonna come out. Maybe I'll restart the recording real quick while this is going on. I do apologize. Can't really do much. Alright, seems like it's fine now. Sort of. It's still clipping with the audio. Does that fix it? Nope. My computer's just really going downhill from here, which is unfortunate. We do see the Excadrill reveal itself. I feel like this would be worse with a green screen because this would lag so much if I was using the green screen. Charizard gets revealed here, which is fine. I can go for a... I just go for Shadow Ball. Did my opponent ever Dynamax? Yeah, you Dynamax the Excadrill. Actually, I'd probably knock out the Charizard with Air Slash plus Shadow Ball. I'm gonna go for that play. I don't see a reason not to. Because if I just get rid of the Charizard, I mean, that's game 100%. Did I read my Togekiss wrong? I Airstream 3 times, right? So I should be faster than a Charizard. Because it's only +2. So Togekiss should... Oh, and I missed it. Charizard. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, not that big of a deal here. Looks like the Charizard's going to go down to another Shadow Ball plus the Airstream. Shadow Ball plus Solar Power, I mean. So I can just go for Heat Wave this time. I mean, Phalanx will clean up in the end once the Charizard goes down. And it looks like my opponent not going to protect at all. I just get a Shadow Ball off into the Charizard slot. Doesn't pick up a knockout. Heat Wave going to come out once again. Doesn't even knock out Togekiss. But Dragapult does go down here. And we will see. Oh wait, no, Togekiss did go down. I'm like looking at my my TV in order to do this because I normally look through my computer screen while I'm recording to make sure there's no bugs. But yeah, so it's actually a little bit far away. Wait, did the Charizard survive a turn? Oh boy, if the Charizard survived, that's actually kind of annoying because I could definitely lose this game now. Well, as long as Charizard doesn't have Roost. I actually can't tell the HP number from here. It's definitely on the red. I just can't tell if it goes down to another Solar Power. Ooh. I want to say it does. I'm just going to double protect here. Stalls out the last turn of Tailwind. If you have Roost, I mean. Well, that would be bad. But usually Charizard's are more offensive anyway, so we'll see. Double protect here, stall out the last turn of Tailwind. At least I'm pretty sure it was the last turn of Tailwind. Here we're gonna come out. I mean, I have light screen up too, but I don't know if Phalanx would take it. Especially if it's like a Specs Charizard, which is definitely possible. Sunlight fades. Isn't that good? That might be good, actually. Yeah, because Tailwind Pierce is out. My opponent's no longer boosted. I can go for Iron Head into Charizard. I get no retreat here. Retreat optimal. Yeah, no retreat's optimal. I'm under screens. I don't think my opponent can knock me out. Heat Wave, Excadrill, Void. It's not really that big deal. Heat Wave burns my Phalanx. But Iron Head finishes off the Charizard at that range. Yep. Even if the Heat Wave connected, I don't think it was that big of a deal. Because, yeah, you're going for Brick Break, which is completely fine. Oh, wait. My opponent had Brick Break. Huh. I know retreat here, but I mean, this game's over. Even if that Heat Wave connected, my opponent knocked out Excadrill. Phalanx was clean up in the end game. Because even if burned, I'm pretty sure Life Orb Close Combat would finish this Excadrill off. So, at least Phalanx able to clean up this end game as well, it looks like. Not playing as big of a role, but definitely finishing out the game is super huge. So, we'll go for a high horsepower plus a close combat. I'm hoping I'm inputting the right moves because I can't tell. It's a bit of an awkward angle from here. Close combat will finish off the Excadrill, looks like. Yep. And that's going to be a good game to my opponent. So we play two Sun teams and we're able to capitalize super well. Light Screen is just so good against these Sun teams. Like, it's so good. And my opponent can't get Tailwind up plus Sunny Day, which is absolutely huge against these Sun teams because, like, Charizard won't get Solar Power immediately, which is huge. And if you don't Tailwind, you're not going to outspeed the Dragon Pulse. So I'm guaranteed the Light Screen, and then Togekiss is just able to tank the attacks, which is something I really like about the combination of the Dragon Pulse plus Togekiss when we're using a Screen Dragon Pulse. But I hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. I hope the video didn't lag too much. I'm hoping it was only that like 1 or 2 turns, but look back in the recording. Hopefully it's not too bad. Definitely the audio is giving me trouble again, and yeah, I have actually invested in some parts, so there might be an upgrade in 2020, so look forward to that. Hopefully everything goes smooth. I'm not really huge knowledgeable about computers though, so it's gonna be complicated because I don't know if I can build it correctly, and then if I have issues there, it's gonna be really hard to produce videos. But there will be some stuff, hopefully, if everything goes smoothly. But hope everyone enjoyed today's video. Regardless, be sure to leave a like on this video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment down below. If you want to help support me, if you want to go an extra mile support me, there is my Patreon page, my Twitch channel, and my merch you can go check out down below in the description as well. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting me recently. You can check out the pay spin of this team if you do want to go try it out. We do have a like goal for this video and all the other videos we use Phalanx. So we hit 150 likes by the end of the week, where the final episode of the Phalanx teams go up, we will have a rental code for everyone to try out. So be sure to leave a like on this video, especially if you do want to try out this team, potentially on the Doubles Battle Stadium as well. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. All my social medias and other stuff linked down below in the description. Hopefully the video's not too bad, but thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.